नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव समारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि पराशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Shri Mahants, Thanidar, Kotari, visitors, viewers, Sarvanyapeta Yajamans, Sarvanyapeta Kartas, all over the world, Nityananda Yogam participants, Kayakalpa Yoga participants, Nityananda E-Gurukul students and everyone watching all over the world through Nityananda TV, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Kasa TV, Hinduism Now TV, Twitter and two-way video conferencing, having Naina Diksha. I welcome all of you with my love and respect. From today, 48 days, the Mandala Abhishekam will be happening, means the Paramashiva has taken birth in the deity, now supporting the whole manifestation process to be fully successful. Like a baby is born, the first few days the baby needs support for it to settle down and start manifesting completely. That period, that is the period now where the Archavatara, Paramashiva has taken the form, is now born, literally awakened in that deity. Born word is too small word, that is not right word, because Paramashiva is beyond birth and death. He is manifesting in that Archavatara. So the first 48 days, that whole deity is held inside powerful consciousness of Paramashiva. So continuously that manifestation becomes very intense. So I'm actually doing that process, this 48 days, intense process. That is why no jewelry, nothing, just sitting with Rudraksha. Bhasma and Rudraksha, sitting in Samadhi intensely, and this 48 days, the whole powerful next level manifestation of the Guru, Linga, Sangha will happen. Actually, after the great pause settling, I wanted to do this Kumbhabhishekam, and then the Shivacharyas have advised us that only after the Uttrayanam, Uttrayana Punyakala, means after the Uttrayana starts, we are having a good date, Uttamottama date for Kumbhabhishekam. So that's the reason we waited. And see, fundamentally deity intensely receives the energy like a lightning and holds it and manifests continuously for the whole humanity. You see, it's like if I have to talk to you in a normal social language, it's like a lightning holder. I can get into the samadhi, one with Paramashiva, and bring the whole thing to planet Earth. But the deity should be able to hold it and manifest it, radiate it for the humanity. So that is the reason the beautiful, dense, most dense granite deity is made. The earlier, the Avudayar we made, too much of power manifestation, it has given crack in multiple places. I don't know how you guys will be able to believe. Maybe I'll tell them to show the video. Such dense granite cracks to pieces and so carefully maintained with so much of all the Abhishekam, Puja and everything. Crack is the last thing you can imagine in dense granite, but so many places that earlier Avudayar has had, and that's the reason we made the new deity with more dense granite now. More dense granite, the deity is done, so it can withstand the power manifestation and hold the power for quite a long time. Maybe at least next 12 years it can hold. And before that I'm planning for the different level of granite for Avudayar. I wanted to teleport from the other planets where the 100 times more dense than planet Earth's granite is available. And anyhow, all that I'll do it and then show, and instead of giving material for trolls, I'll give information after everything is achieved, after everything is done. Anyhow, now understand this much, that intense power manifestation is happening. This 48 days, blessed are those who can be part of the everyday satsang and everyday process. These 48 days, I will allow anybody who is initiated disciple to touch the Moolavar, the main deity. Anybody who has taken Samaya Diksha or Vishesha Diksha can come to Adi Kailasa and touch and do one Abhishekam. One Abhishekam, we will let you participate. And that will be a wonderful punya, and Paramashiva will be awakened inside you also. The deity is such wonderfully awakened deity. If a mother physically feeds you, you will never have any problem related to food. You will not develop any wrong pattern about food. You will not become overweight. Mother feeding and feeding you brings intense completion in your navel center. If your mother is alive and you have that kind of a completion relationship with her, once in a while sit with her and make her feed you and you also feed her. It will heal all problems related to stomach, food. I tell you, mother is not social relationship. Mother is existential relationship. See, realizing existential realities is realization. The statement I am making is from the cosmic sense. Realizing existential realities is realization. Mother relationship is not societal, it is existential. All great civilizations are mother-centric. Mother-centric. Anybody who wants to heal stomach-related patterns, food-related patterns, food-related addictions, or any other obesity, all these issues, I tell you, just have your mother feed you few days, because much of our problems are stomach feeling lonely. See, stomach, Manipuraga chakra, the Mani Padma. Mani Padma, if it feels you are grounded in Mani Padma, you feel you are centered on the existence and grounded, and you feel fulfilled, loved, wanted. If the Mani Padma and I feeling is disconnected, that is when you feel orphaned, unwanted. Then you dump food inside, the unwantedness. That feeling of orphan is directly related to aham not centered on Mani Padma. In Tibetan Buddhism, Om Mani Padmeham is used as a mantra. Means, let me be established in Manipuraga Padma, Manipuraga navel, the lotus. I think I am uttering two powerful truths next. If you listen to this satsang, you will understand the multiple dots I am connecting. The navel chakra is the ground for I consciousness. When your mother feeds you, or you sleep in the lap of the mother, the navel chakra gives the grounding for your I consciousness. Your I feeling gets grounded in the navel chakra, and you feel you are loved, you are wanted, you are happy. And the ideal way of eating, at least the kids till the age of 7, the ideal way of eating should be the kids should be running around and mother should run behind and feed little by little with the hand. And more you ate physically with the mother's hand, the more your identity will be grounded in navel center. That Manipatmeham, whatever the Buddhists are trying to achieve, Tibetan Buddhists try to achieve with that mantra chanting, Om Manipatmeham, that result will happen if your mother physically feeds you. It's one of the very powerful method. Unfortunately, the modern day Hindus have thrown it out and stopped doing it. The modern day Hindus, first of all, no mother is staying in the house. They are all in the job. The children are in some care home. And they grow up, they put you in care home. That's all. So, breaking the Hindu family legally is one of the worst thing done to Hindus by all the anti-Hindu forces ganging up. See, Hindu joint families are like a gurukuls. Even after Gurukul is broken, Hinduism is not completely wiped out because of the Hindu joint families. That is why now the whole legal system is against the families. The law is absolutely supporting to break families in every possible way. I don't want to comment on dowry system and all, but all my devotees who are living outside India, in India dowry is illegal. So all devotees who are staying outside India, in your country, if dowry is not illegal, don't be against it. Understand one thing, I am not saying girl should be sold and all that. Dowry is fundamentally giving wealth right to women. The money you bring from father's home is completely with you, and dowry should not be handed over to the in-laws. It should be in the girl's hand. That's the way usually in anyhow, lots of Hindu way of lifestyle is getting harassed, attacked, and I cannot speak about it. If I comment on it, again there will be unnecessary huge media ruckus. At some time, I will revive all this somewhere and keep it all this alive. Anyhow, we should not allow the families to be destroyed by wrong legal system, which is anti-Hindu absolutely. Actually, even description of the dowry is wrong. Originally, the dowry system was, see, for example, whatever Sita was given by Janaka, Rama's kingdom will never take it as the part of them. It's a pride. They will keep everything for Sita in Sita's place, where Sita's residing. It will all be there with Sita. It's for Sita to do what she wants to do. It's her freedom. That is the way the economical freedom of the girl is ensured in those days. As if in the modern day, the dowry has been attacked, abused so much. As if in the modern day they have stopped it or what. Now the girls are looking for wealthy boys and planning for who is the rich, high salaried individual and getting married. What is there? And this is called planning for future. No Hindu lifestyle was wrong. Whether Gurukul, joint family lifestyle, nothing was wrong. All false ideas about our ancestors and about our lifestyle has been taught to all you guys. We ourselves, last 200 years, we Hindus are made to believe our lifestyle was wrong and all our sufferings were because of our lifestyle. It's all absolute fault. Every small thing our ancestors were doing, from early morning making the column, that beautiful designs rangoli outside the house with rice powder, and applying turmeric on the entrance of the house. Snakes will not cross turmeric. I don't know how many of you know. If you apply turmeric outside the house, that Vasakal entrance, snakes will never come in. Snakes will not cross turmeric powder. Everything, whatever our ancestors did, had a meaning, has a meaning. I'll revive all of it somewhere, in some land. At least keep it alive for the next generation to learn and practice. Child should be hand-fed by parents. Feeding with the hands will heal and make the child wanted. Same way the girl should have such deep, sweet, friendly, very friendly father relationship, then she will be so grounded, fulfilled. Father should be the first hero for girl. And that is the way that healthy personalities are manifested. Anyhow, like how a kid is hand-fed by the mother, the kid gets grounded and able to manifest himself better. This Mandalabhishekam is like that only, that the deity is held in an intense energy field, so that Paramashiva awakened Paramashiva will settle down and manifest in the deity completely. I'll strongly recommend all the devotees who are in India at least to make one day trip in these 48 days Mandala Abhishekam and do one Abhishekam by physically touching the deity and do it. I'll allow all initiated disciples. And if you are away from India in some other country, at least you can sponsor one day Abhishekam, one day Puja. You will get the punya and blessings and merit. This 48 days is very powerful process. The whole energy manifesting will be so intense. And this 48 days, I'll also give lots of initiations. And Atmalinga initiation. I tell you. Every Atmalinga is literally Paramashiva, your personal Paramashiva. Soulmate. Soulmate is Atmalinga only. Real soulmate is Atmalinga. absolute samadhi. I'll reveal all the high level truths as it is today. All right, let me come back to satsang. Paramashiva's message today, directly from Sri Kailasa. Listen. Multi-dimensional space zones by understanding its existence, by the ability to grasp, visualize, imagine, when you understand its existence, that existence just gets replicated, reproduced, mirrored in your system. That makes you manifest the extraordinary powers. Listen. For example, if you understand about Tapoloka, where all the great tapasvis exist and how the laws, rules, nature, ontology of Tapoloka. In Tapoloka, there is no gravity. And in Tapoloka, anything you imagine becomes reality immediately. There are simple principles, actually too simple. It is like just like a class. With 2 PowerPoint presentation, I can finish the whole basic laws you need to understand about Tapoloka. Just what is the gravity law in Tapoloka? What is the electromagnetic laws of Tapoloka? And what is the weak nuclear force and what is the strong nuclear force of Tapoloka? That's all. Just that 4 natural force we understand here in the planet Earth. The same thing if I apply to Tapoloka and make you understand, just that understanding and visualization, the multidimensional logic of existence is such. Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati. Just by knowing, you become that. Understand? Knowledge and becoming is separate only in binary logic, this world. Knowledge and becoming is one and the same in higher dimension zones. For example, if you have a thorough knowledge about Indraloka, they will be happy to have you there because they're all waiting. You see, everywhere they want immigrants. Only in India we are suffering with population. India and China only doesn't want immigrants. All other countries want immigrants. Because the future, any country who gets more immigrants are only going to be successful. No, really. Only India and China is suffering with population. All the other countries, they want immigrants. So, all the higher zones, they want as many number as possible immigrants. Otherwise, why do you think they will send their ambassador to planet Earth? I am the direct ambassador of Sri Kailasa. I am here to enroll all of you to Kailasa, that's all. I have been sent from there to enroll more and more people for Kailasa. Understand? They want immigrants. Kailasa wants more people to be part of the Kailasa, not to exploit you, just to celebrate you. Understand? So you can give any title you want, consul general or ambassador or big titles you want. This time directly I came to enroll everyone about Kailasa. Understand? You see, all those higher space, higher zones, if you understand the functionality of the higher zones, Tapoloka's law of gravity, why there is no gravity, and how you can also be without influenced by gravity. What is the electromagnetic force of Tapoloka? See, for example, in the planet Earth, here, your electromagnetic force is lust and fear. If you are terrorized or if you become extremely lusty, your electromagnetic force goes to its peak. If you become very deeply devoted in your puja, you can cross the electromagnetic force which can be generated by lust or fear. Then you become master of yourself. That is why I am saying puja can liberate you and give you enlightenment too easily. That puja has the capacity, that Atmalinga puja has a capacity to change your electromagnetic force. If you understand that Paramashiva is real, and when you do puja, actually he sees what you are offering. How when you do Pada Puja to me, how I look, what you are offering. Like that, he sees. And he responds. He's real. Just if you sit with this cognition and do puja, the whole electromagnetic force of your body crosses electromagnetic force generated by lust and fear. Then no lust, no fear can manipulate you. You will have lust and fear under your control. They cannot control you. Like that, there are simple understandings about gravitation of Tapoloka and electromagnetic force of Tapoloka and the weak nuclear force of Tapoloka and strong nuclear force of Tapoloka. There are some more forces. I can explain that in Tapoloka, another one thing is that all of them are very sweet and highly intimate, because there is no jealousy and nobody can own anything, or nobody can there is no individual understanding of ownership and possessiveness. The whole Tapoloka belongs to whole Tapoloka citizens. And so naturally the whole understanding is tyaga, just sacrifice. See, when you know everything belongs to everyone, nobody will be interested in possessiveness. You will be only interested in taking care of others. Giving, tyaga. The whole Kailasa, that is the way I am planning to create. The whole pride should be based on tyaga. Tyagi should be the elite of Kailasa. That is the law of ownership in Kailasa. Tyagis form the elite of Sri Kailasa. Not the weak. See, weak people possess. Strong people own. Tyagis create a space for everyone to flower without possessing or owning. Understand? Weak people possess, exclude everyone. Strong people own, and include everyone. But tapasvis neither possess nor own. They create a space where all of us can flower beyond owning and possessing, beyond possessing and owning. So this should be tapas yagis, should be the elite of Sri Kailasa. Actually, I wanted the whole Sri Kailasa to be great Tyagi sannyasis and sannyasinis. And even the grihasthas with extreme tyaga, sacrifice. Whoever vibrates with the sacred principle of tyaga, I tell you, tyaga is one of the force, power. My whole life I am able to handle all these attacks because of tyaga. I can give up anything. I am not attached to anything. This whole biddi, I built it with so much of hard work, but I don't even miss it. I am only planning how to make that more and more useful for the whole world. That's all. Because I built it for all of you, not for me. I am not missing. Only when I am even wanted to tell this word, I am even remembering the idea of what is something called missing. You have to feed by hand. The electromagnetic force of your hand should touch the mouth of a kid. It is not by spoon. Spoon doesn't. I want all you guys to understand, eat by hand. Food need to be touched and eaten. And especially temple prasadamandal, you should never eat by spoon. You should only receive by hand. Without even moving it into a vessel, you should eat from hand directly. Karapatra, you should. Temple prasadam. Others can eat by hand. Let me come back to satsang. By understanding the gravitational force principle, electromagnetic force principle, weak nuclear force principle, strong nuclear force principles of Tapologa, you start manifesting that same principles and consciousness in your being. It becomes your realization, I tell you. Knowing the reality becomes realization. Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati. Because in the higher space zones, there is no gap between the reality and realization. The whole principle itself, reality is realization. There is no delusion. The delusion component is missing in the higher planes. In Tapoloka, there is no delusion. So, if there is a God, everyone realizes that God. If there is Paramashiva, everyone realizes that Paramashiva. And that if doesn't have a meaning there. When you understand these principles, with the, in this planet Earth, understanding does not become you becoming that. Because you have so many SDHD, self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial and all these problems. Even if 2-3 times Paramashiva proves he exists, you will say all the 2-3 times is coincidence. I think I need more convincing proof. All that is planet Earth binary logic. But in the higher space zones, reality is realization. When you understand those principles, your heart also starts becoming like that. I tell you, listen to these great truths. This is too important. See? Either look within or look without, means on the akasha. In the night time, try this, the little summer night time, so that you don't feel cold. Or you don't even need to come out of your home, even sitting inside the home, the window. You can do this. Especially if you have a vast mountain view or ocean view, just sit, look intensely through the outside. You know that Kailasa exists, the Dvatashanta, Sri Kailasa, Paramashiva's space exists. By intensely looking externally into that space, Mahakasha, or intensely looking inside, Chidakasha, either Chidambara, Chidakasha, or Mahakasha, in both ways, it's actually not both place, it is both ways. You will find Dvatashanta, the Paramashiva's residing space. Either looking intensely into Chidambara, inside. If you have a very sweet love for yourself, looking inside will be easy. See, all your thoughts are because you are beating yourself. If you have a deep love for yourself, you can sit peacefully inside you and deeply look. Either look in or look out, but both deeply with this understanding. Whatever is there in Kailasa, if I even understand that principle, that will become my realization. Only in planet Earth, understanding and realization has a gap called delusion. But in Sri Kailasa or Chidambara, in both level, there is no difference between reality and realization, information and enlightenment. Listen carefully. Because of delusion, the information does not become enlightenment. Information becomes enlightenment only when there is no delusion. So do not need to have, you don't need to have delusion which stops information becoming enlightenment. In that space, the higher space zone, because there is no delusion, the information becomes enlightenment just even if you are informed. Here, with this understanding, if you look out into the Mahakasha, Mahakasha is the space you can see with your intense eyes. If you look at the stars and try to look beyond stars, the eye, which is using your EYE eye, which is using your EYE eye, is capable of penetrating beyond the stars and see the Mahakasha. You need to know that. I don't care about the trolls. Trolls can troll about it. But I am telling you, all my disciples understand the I, your existence, which is using this I, EY, can penetrate the Mahakasha and see Dvatashanta, the Paramashiva's residence, residing place. We are capable. And Paramashiva has given that capacity to us. And see, we are hardwired to have Paramashiva's darshan. Paramashiva is not a sadist guy, that he did not equip you or he did not give you enough tools and he is only giving you the desire to have his darshan. No. He gave all the tools, all the equipments, everything needed for us to have his darshan. Then he is giving the desire to have his darshan, and then he is giving the knowledge to have his darshan, and then he is giving initiation to have his darshan, then he is giving inspiration to have his darshan, then he is giving enlightenment itself to have his darshan. Understand? So he is not sadist. He is extremely loving being. I feel weird. I feel as if I am talking to myself now. I am sitting in all of you and then talking to myself. Anyhow, I will talk. And there is nothing called weird for me because I have seen all the weirdest things, so I can. Anyhow, I'll tell. Listen. So, because in these higher space zones, there is no gap between information and enlightenment. If you look at the higher zones, Mahakasha, through open eyes, if you try to penetrate this Mahakasha and see the Kailasa and remember this cognition, that zone where the information becomes enlightenment directly. Let me open myself to that zone. Let that zone mirror itself into me. Sit with this cognition. If you are looking inside what you feel as I, that is Dwadashanta, where Paramashiva is sitting, residing. So look inside that Chidambara, where Paramashiva is residing. For you to look inside, you need a deep love for yourself, because if you have love for yourself only, you will not have guilt, pain, DHD, beating yourself. All that you will not be doing. You will be able to penetrate deeply into Chidambara. If you penetrate the Chidambara also, you will manifest the same powers. If you penetrate the Mahakasha, see, Chidakasha is the space inside your consciousness. Mahakasha is the space outside. Any one, if you penetrate, you will understand the gravitational force, electromagnetic force, weak nuclear force, strong nuclear force, principles of Sri Kailasa or Poloka, any higher zones. Initially, usually you will understand only Tapoloka. Directly you will not be able to reach Kailasa. That is too big, too much. But even if you understand Tapoloka, you will start manifesting powers with that clarity and that trust, that strength. You can go easily to Kailasa, Sri Kailasa. Anyhow, when you understand the fundamental principles exist in Tapoloka, the higher space zones, that understanding, that realization is like you bringing dollars and euros into Indian currency. When you come with the dollars and euro, conversion rate is such that you have large quantity of Indian money, so you can, That's why people feel you are very rich when you are coming back from US or UK, Europe or UK, and they think that US or UK all over in the road, dollars and euros are lying down. You just have to take it and pack it in gunny bag and bring it to India. Indians always feel that NRIs are too rich and they expect you to do everything for them, especially if some of your brother's family is in India and you are in US, earning in US and UK, they expect you to take care of them completely because they feel that a whole US road is filled with dollars and euros. You just have to bring gunny bags from India and just dump all these dollars and pack it and seal it and send it in the ship for them. Anyhow, when you go to that high space zone and understand this information, enlightenment is one and the same, and grasp those principles when they are mapped in your prajna, in your inner space, you manifest so much of electromagnetic force, so much of levitation force, the strong nuclear force of this planet. You do power manifestation, that's all. I'm telling you exactly what is happening in me now. Just, I'm in the space of Kailasa, Paramashiva, and he is just mapping himself into this body, and so much is manifesting. It is holding the Archavatara in Adi Kailasa, that Swayambhulinga and the Audayar and the Peetam now we installed, that whole deity and the whole place, and that whole space is radiating intensely all the multiple forces, powers, state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness of Paramashiva. And that is doing all the auspiciousness. The Guru, Linga, Sangha all are beautifully flowering and raised to the next level of consciousness. Now all of you are going to have intense benefit, blessings. Especially this 48 days is going to be such big positive breakthrough. Permanently itself, it's a big breakthrough. This next 48 days, you can visibly see the way it is getting raised. Guru, Linga, Sangha, all three. All of you, if you have received the Atmalinga from me, keep it. Always try to wear it for next 48 days. It will be constantly vibrating, pulsating. Because the whole Sri Kailasa is manifesting in Bhuloka, in planet Earth. Whenever I feel like I am talking to myself, I express all the truths as it is without feeling intimidated or without feeling, oh, should I speak about it or not? Should I tell this or not? I don't have that intimidating feeling, and I just tell this is what is happening. You grasp and understand and get enlightened, that's all. Information and enlightenment becomes one and the same. So whoever has gone to Kumbhabhishekam, I think many people from outside India also has gone to Kumbhabhishekam. All of you touch the deity and do at least one Abhishekam before you leave Biddi. Before you leave Biddi, at least do one Abhishekam. Yesterday I saw many people went to Biddi doing. And I wanted to tell the Biddi temple also, allow people to touch and do Abhishekam. One Abhishekam, in that 6 kal Abhishekam, any one of the Abhishekam, all the initiated disciples can come and do. Maybe you can allow only one Abhishekam. After the break, I'll connect all of you with Paramashiva through Mahakasha and Chidakasha, both. You can, just the informations about Sri Kailasa becomes enlightenment. Information about the higher space zones becomes enlightenment. It's very easy actually. There, information is enlightenment. There is no delusion. Here, because you guys are stuck with the delusion, enlightenment becomes very difficult. It's like here, the relationship becomes like a mother-in-law. There, it's only mother and daughter. Here, it becomes like a mother-in-law, daughter-in-law. Initiate all of you and lead you into the process. Just get your Atmalinga and sit. Let's start the process. Yes. Now, either you can look into Chidakasha or Mahakasha. If you have beautiful window to see intensely, endlessly, like a ocean view or hill view, where you can see endless, or the whole sky, you can sit in your veranda and see the whole sky, anything is okay. Able to see endless. If you have that kind of a place, you can go and sit there and see the endless. If not, you can look inside. Chidakasha. Either Chidakasha or Mahakasha. See intensely with the decision to have darshan of Paramashiva. With the grace of Paramashiva, I'll make sure now all of you have darshan of Paramashiva. Come on. Please sit straight. Look into Chidakasha or Mahakasha. We'll start. I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om
Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ 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 नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Blessings to all of you. I sincerely request all of you to watch this satsang at least 3-4 times, because only if you watch you will understand all the ideas I am trying to explain. See, trolls who want to troll and abuse does not need to watch second time, because if they watch second time they will understand, they will not be able to troll. They will not be able to abuse. But a real follower, seeker should watch the satsang at least 3-4 times, because you would have missed many things. For example, I was talking about this dowry. Surely I am dead against the dowry harassment. But I tell you, the whole narration given to common public about dowry is wrong. Today what we are hearing as a narrative about dowry, originally what was dowry? Both are too different. The narrative we are hearing about caste system, narrative we are hearing about dowry, everything is wrong. Actually, narrative we are hearing about Hinduism and Hindu history itself is wrongly presented, absolute fabricated, false, distorted. History only we are reading. That is only presented to us today. I tell you, Hindus have franchised their education to missionaries, franchised their history to communists. They have franchised everything. Then how do you think they will do justice to Hinduism? Even what you hear about Sati, the narrative you are hearing is not real right narrative. Kundi was alive. Kundi, why she did not jump into the fire? Sati was never a compulsion. Sati was never a compulsion. Kundi was alive, and we have tons of stories. So I want all of you to watch the satsangs at least 4-5 times. Only then you will understand what I am trying to convey. What I am trying to tell. So, with this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living and radiating the state, space, powers, super consciousness, being, and Sri Kailasa of Paramashiva, Nityananda Paramashivoham, eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.